feast, let's go biblical. 3 feasts. You have the feast, you've got the 3 primary feasts, I should say. You've got Pesach, Shavuos, and Sukkot, which is Passover. Shavuot is, you call it in English, what do you call Shavuos in English? Pentecost. It's the Pentecost, okay. Exactly. Yep, and Sukkot is Sukkot. Those were 3 primary times of where there was an aspect called Hakhel, in which there was pilgrimages. Those were the 3 times a year where there was an ingathering of Jews. They came from all over. Same places where the 2 temples where they stood. Today it's one of the most disputed pieces of land in the entire world. And they used to come up there and Ola Regal. They used to come up there and they used to eat. They used to bring sacrifices, and they used to eat. There was a lot of eating going on in celebration. Celebration not just of history, because history was a major part of it, coming out of Egypt, the giving of the Sinai, and celebrating the unification that's just happened a couple of days beforehand of Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah, at the beginning of the year. I'm bonding with God. That's why we sit in huts, saying that we live in our houses all day, and most of the year. I'm going to take myself out and sit with God. He told us to build these huts. Huts is taking us out of our places of comfort. And you can still find very nice huts. You're welcome to come to mine in a couple of weeks. But it's the idea of the feast is a celebration. It's a time when there's bonding. It's a time where specifically they recognize 3 of the most important historical aspects of the Jewish calendar historically ever. So we talk about feasts and eating. Again, the idea of it is being able to eat in honor of, not for, because of course you'll go ahead and enjoy it, and it's always nice to be able to enjoy it and do that, but know that there's also that reasoning behind it. So when it comes to feasts per se, then we have a feast every Shabbos. Every 7th day, again, we've got, you come to the house on Friday night, we have 4 or 5 course meal, and it starts off with very traditional foods, and don't forget the chicken soup's always in there as well. But the eating is a very important part of, I don't want to say eating is part of the religion, but the idea of eating is eating correctly is the importance, not eating just by itself. Eating for the right reasons, eating for our health, eating to be able to enjoy the beautiful foods that God has given us. I mean, eating a steak, come on, eating it. No, I enjoy steak, but then you think about that, how did this steak even get here? Sometimes we get used to it so much that we forget to think about the real essence of it. But, you're talking about feasts and eating. It's that understanding of gratitude. We make a blessing before every food we eat. And every blessing starts off with the same words. God, you are the source of all blessing. Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam. You are the source of all blessing, who is the King of the universe. That's how every Jewish blessing starts off. And so the more you eat, then the more blessings you make, and when you've got that in mind, then the more of a blessing you're bringing down with you, and the more that you are really expressing your gratitude to God. So that's another aspect of being able to eat and feast.